Now, Jeff Bezos, does he have a chance of actually becoming the world's ever first trillionaire? Well, a lot of billionaires are gaining a lot of money back by the market rebounding. Their wealth is increasing. Elon Musk just made an extra $700 million that was added to his already $40 billion fortune. Can Jeff Bezos become the first ever trillionaire within the next few years? Well, projections are saying that it is definitely possible. The world's richest are expected to grow their wealth in the coming years after this pandemic is over, and a recent report shows that Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos could potentially be the world's first trillionaire as early as 2026. At that point, he'd be age 62. Now, which side are you on? Do you think someone's personal net worth should never be able to reach those heights? No one should even be able to come close to $1 trillion? Or do you believe it's Bezos' money, he worked for it, he earned it, and he should be able to keep all of it? What are your thoughts? Tell me down below in the comments. Bezos has now weathered quite a few storms. In the humble days of building Amazon, he then had to go through this unfortunate divorce where he lost an insane amount, $38 billion, but he still remains to be the world's richest. Bezos is still by far the world's richest person, and his net worth has grown by 34% on average over the last 5 years. Now, if Jeff Bezos doesn't get there, Mukesh Ambani could become a trillionaire. This is according to the research that said that Chinese real estate tycoon Zhu Jiayin would follow Bezos to become the second trillionaire in the world in 2027. Now, Alibaba's Jack Ma could also become a trillionaire in 2030 when he would be age 65. Now, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg could also become a trillionaire almost a decade later than Bezos, but Zuckerberg's current rate growth would see him worth $1 trillion at age 51. He's only 36 right now and worth $84.2 billion as of today. Bezos is already the world's richest by a healthy margin, so even if he doesn't reach that status, I'm sure he'll be well off. He's one of the founder and CEOs of one of the only $1 trillion companies in the entire world. And this is an analysis according to Comparison. This is a content platform that serves small and medium-sized businesses. And Comparison predicts that Bezos will become the world's first trillionaire by 2026, according to this firm's new study, which looks at the average annual growth of the billionaire's net worth over the past 5 years. So Bezos is already worth 143, according to Bloomberg, and Comparison calculated that the Amazon CEO's net worth has increased by an average of about 34% in each of the past 5 years. So even as his wife Mackenzie got roughly $38 billion of his Amazon stake as part of the 2019 divorce settlement, overall Bezos' net worth has more than doubled since 2015, when it was around $63 billion according to Bloomberg. So if that pace of 34% annual growth continues, Comparison says that Bezos' total net worth could top the $1 trillion mark before the end of 2026. However, the odds of Bezos being able to grow his net worth and personal fortune at the pace that he already has been is fairly slim. Now, you might be able to speed up Bezos' net worth process if you smash the like button. I heard if you actually click that like button, it will speed it up, but if you give the video a thumbs down, he'll actually make less. You might want to try it, check it out, it should work. Hit that big thumbs up button. The Comparison projections assume that Bezos' net worth will continue to grow apace within its recent trajectory. This has already made him the wealthiest person in modern history. So continuing on that pace would be a tall order for anyone or any company, no matter who you are. And some experts are saying that this pandemic is nowhere near over, and we could see lasting effects as long as a few years from now, even a decade from now. A lot of people are skeptical, and Comparison's projection makes a lot of assumptions, most notably that Amazon's incredibly strong performance over the past decade has fueled Bezos' net worth growth can continue at the same strong pace for several more years to come. But Amazon has fared much better than any other companies in recent months amid the pandemic and resulting economic crisis. Like Facebook stock is down slightly from the start of 2020, while Amazon is actually up roughly 25% since the beginning of this year. This is as retail closures and stay-at-home orders have resulted in an uptick in online orders for the e-commerce giant. So the bulk of Bezos' personal wealth is tied to his more than 50 million shares of Amazon stock. The company's booming business also continues to boost his own personal fortune, and that's not a surprise. But that is far from a guarantee that his net worth will continue to enjoy 34% annual growth over the next several years, which is far more than the average annual return of the stock market. Now in 2018, CNBC's Robert Frank noted that Amazon would have to reach a share price of more than $12,600 per share. So for it to reach $12,600 would be a large leap. So that's the share price that Amazon would have to reach, as Bezos' net worth is so closely tied to his shares of Amazon stock. And that specific projection was way before Amazon's shares shrunk due to the divorce and various Amazon stock sales he's used to fund his space exploration company, Blue Origin. Bezos' current Amazon stake equates to be about 11% of the company in total. So Amazon would have to reach a market value of nearly $11 trillion by 2026 in order to make its founder a trillionaire, in line with Comparison's projection. And Robert Frank did note 2 years ago that it may seem implausible or far-fetched that Amazon could reach such heights, but he added so was the idea of a $1 trillion Amazon company not too long ago. So Bezos may not become a trillionaire by 2026, but I am quite certain he will still be living quite lavishly. Now, this prediction was met with a lot of backlash from people online. They were offended at the idea that Bezos' net worth continues to increase even as the economy suffers and tens of millions of Americans have lost their jobs, 40 million unemployed over these last 2 months. A lot of people are disgusted at the fact that billionaires can even exist, let alone trillionaires. In fact, Elizabeth Warren tweeted about it. While Jeff Bezos is on track to become the world's first trillionaire in the middle of a pandemic, Amazon is ending overtime pay for warehouse and delivery workers on the front lines. This is immoral. This is on the heels after Bezos and Amazon faced criticism over the company's recent decision to end its unlimited unpaid time off policy for workers. And then Amazon Web Services, or AWS, the vice president Tim Bray resigned earlier this month over Amazon's decision to fire workers who openly criticized the company's labor practices, and Amazon's warehouse workers have expressed frustration over the company's handling of the coronavirus threat at the workplace. Now, Amazon did note that it has spent over $800 million in increased wages in light of this pandemic, and the company plans to invest roughly $4 billion of second quarter profit in increased wages as well as coronavirus testing capabilities and personal protective equipment for workers. Now, in my view, as long as someone is doing it the right way, they're not going behind the government's back, they're not using any loopholes, then they should be entitled and should receive their fair share of income that they earned from their company. Bezos assumed all the risk, he put all the money up front, he is the entrepreneur, he was the visionary, and so he is the one that takes most of the cake. The workers could be replaced on the drop of a hat and would not even care one bit if anything happened to Amazon. That's just how the system works, and that's how it should be. That's just the free market, and that's what allows anyone to be able to thrive in this economy. It's the free, fair market. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up, smash that like button, and if you'd like to see more videos from my channel, I post videos every single week covering business, finance, entrepreneurship, mindset, strategy, and tips and tricks from my own experience. Be sure that you do subscribe, hit that big red button, and if you'd like to be notified every single time I make a new video so that you're first line to see it before anyone else, be sure that you do click that notification bell as well so that you're notified every single time I make a new video. See you in the next one.